All right, well, we're on our way to Tyler State Park. It's a Sunday afternoon. Had a great service at church.
Yes, we did.
Huh?
Yes, we did.
Amen. And Ethan, you're ready for a break from school, huh? Yeah, we didn't bring no schoolwork. He gets 3 days off. We'll hit her hard when we get back. But we're hoping to get there today in time to go ahead and set up camp, and we will probably do a short trail. Just knock some cobwebs out of our knees and thighs and stuff like that. And then have hamburgers for supper. Ooh, looking forward to that, huh?
Yes.
All right. Good morning. How you doing, buddy?
Tired.
Tired?
Cold.
Cold? It's a little chilly. It's not real cold.
Yeah.
About 70. Sure beats the 92 it was when we got here.
Pants? Jeans. I don't want to put jeans on.
It ain't too cold if you don't want to put jeans on, huh? How you doing, Mama?
Pretty good.
Sinuses?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had us a storm last night. Was you still awake when the Colts won? You fell asleep, didn't you? Alright. We're at Tyler State Park. It's actually day 2. We got here yesterday evening. And what did we do today so far?
We went to Nana's. We went to Pete's. I'm going to let her talk.
No, I got you now. Where'd we go this morning first?
We went to Pete's. Then we went to Nana's. And then we came back here after eating pizza.
What'd we go get before we stopped here?
Medallions.
What'd we buy you?
Medallions. And the mini...
What'd we get at Walmart's?
A sleeping bag that has a zipper that works.
Yeah, you need a sleeping bag. All right, we are right there, huh? Where are we going?
We are going right here.
Yeah.
Mhm,
We're
that's the
going to go
one
all the
we're
way around.
taking.
Yeah. All right, well, this is the young man's, what's it called? Swimming wading pool. And children's wading pool. And as you can see, it's dry. And we were here 2 years ago, so there's a video if you go back. I'm not sure how far back, but anyway. This was full of water. but they haven't had as much rain here as we have over where we're at, I guess. Although we got a bunch of rain last night, so I was really expecting to see some water sitting in it. But obviously, they need water here because
Yep, it's dry as a raisin.
dry as a raisin, huh? Let's go on down the trail. See what else we see new. That's another reason to go ahead and do trails more than one time, you know. Fall, winter, summer, spring. You see different things each time you take the trail.
See differences.
Come here, winter,
Yeah.
it's froze.
Well, walking the trail when there's snow on the ground, totally different, isn't
That'd
it?
be so cool.
It'd be so cool.
I would love to go snowman.
Okay, well, let's see what we
On the
find
trail.
next. All right, we just came down a totally different path than 2 years ago, and we can tell it's due to erosion. And the Texas Department of Parks, the state parks, have done an awesome job maintaining. This bridge wasn't here 2 years ago, and as soon as we came out, I knew this was the trail. This was the original trail that we came down, just because of its orientation with the rest of the terrain features and where it's coming out by the cabin down there. But all of this, I mean, the last half a mile, I mean, just winding up and down, but staying along the ridge line and coming all the way around and not coming through this mess. But originally, I mean, there's a trail there. It's hard to see. It must have been, it's about a couple years, but I can see. I'm not going to walk out there because obviously, again, this has all been fixed to keep us from going that way. But you can see there's been the remnants of a trail right along the side there going on up by that tree. And I can tell where that log is over there. And right here, you may not be able to tell with this camera, but the pine needles are all over. But there's a path right there that leads up by those trees and goes on around. That is the original trail coming down this way. And it's almost straight up and straight down. So they've redone it so that there's less erosion, less intrusion to the environment, leave it natural as possible. Again, I was just telling Pete today while we was visiting my brother from another mother that the state parks really do a good job maintaining these trails, and that's why we enjoy it. And now, you know, it's only been 2 years, and we're taking a totally different trail than before. What do y'all think? You enjoying it? See?
On the old side, I guess.
Is this the old sign? Loop Trail? Possibly. And then we got this over here, which is Trail Spur to Creekside Camping Area, which, like I said, there's in our old video that's only a couple years old. There's the bathrooms down there and cabins. But anyway, now this will probably be original trail. We will find out, but it looks like this will be the trail that we took going back last time. And come along and join us. All right, well, the return trail is also new. We came down 2 years ago. We came down one side of a ravine and right back up the other side. This is a new bridge. This is 2 years old or less, and it's going to take us, I'm sure, along a less intrusive trail to preserve the environment. We do have some water here, huh? So, yeah. Woohoo! All right. Okay, now we can see right above those two logs, you can see the flat spot, and you can see the trail if you follow it coming on down.
It was probably because of erosion.
Yeah, it had to be because of erosion. And that trail goes almost straight down this ravine. It's right here. And it just goes straight down to where we just came from. And this trail here is still like where it took us back. Now we're back on the original trail. And I'll bet we don't stay on it very long. We'll get back off of, I don't know. If it stays along the ridge, we might stay on the original trail here on. Ooh.
This was the other thing on the trail we got.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. You like it down there, huh? Yeah. And I don't know if the spring's right here, if it's on the other side. You can kind of see where either that over there is a wash off, you know, coming down, or that's where the spring water's coming in at. But yeah, this is full. Yeah, this is cool. You can see where they did it on both ends. Look up the creeks. There's two of them here. To see the natural springs caused by the intersection of the water table with the slope of the hill. The coffer dams and small waterfalls were all designed and built by the Civilian Conservation Corps in 1938. And then if you... Yeah. Here's the spring going up this way. And I don't know if this video is going to pick it up. But there's another little waterfall up there. And then that all comes in here, which runs down that way, which is to the big waterfall we were just at. Then this runs back up the hill, where you can see rocks were also strategically placed, and you can see water running out from there, from another spring. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed, huh, babe? All right. And I think little man's ready to go, huh? All right, this is the trail that we was supposedly on, which, I mean, it still is the Whispering Pines Nature Trail, okay? But it don't do that anymore, and it says up here that it's 2/3 of a mile, and it's now exactly a mile. And it's longer because of what I was talking about in the video. They just haven't updated the kiosk, but it actually peels off here and goes over by the road quite a bit more. You're closer to the road quite a bit, and then you weave back and come back down. And this here is almost identical. It's slightly different. About right here, it comes over here and it comes back up, but still awesome trail. 0.67 it says, but it's actually 1.0 now. But had a great time and got to see some new things. And you doing all right? You sure?
Yeah.
You want to do this easy loop?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Gotta remember my inhaler this time.
Remember your inhaler this time? All right, we can see Ethan, he's wore out. And I don't think he's going to be able to make another mile. He has no clue I'm videoing him. Look at him, Mama. He's hurting, right? I don't know what he's going to do. All that energy. Let's go to Guadalupe Peak, buddy. All right. Hey, Ethan. Wasn't too bad, was it? Yeah. That was the Whispering Pines Trail. We're fixing to go do the easy trail. That one's probably not been modified at all because it was all flat and literally the easiest trail they have. We're going to knock that out and then go back to camp, and we're going to get a boil started and play with his miniature Legos. Spoiled. You're spoiled, kid. I tell you, you're spoiled. Rotten. Hey, it did, didn't it? It's got us all in here. Well, that wasn't too bad. We got up this morning. It's still raining. We had quite a bit of rain last night. I've got a video I'm going to stick on here that's totally black, which is what it was last night. Black. When there was no lightning. I wish I would have thought about video when we had the God's Light show with the rumbling and the ground vibrating.
It scared everybody, got them out of bed except for him who was dead to the world.
Yeah, Ethan was dead to the world. Anyway, so then this morning after we had some donuts for breakfast and got ready to go, we went over and saw Pete and Bub and went to Margie and Benny's and visited, and then we got back in time to do 2 trails. We just finished the easy loop, 0.75 miles. What'd you think of that one?
It was good.
Pretty easy
Super
too.
easy.
Super easy.
Just don't go on the wrong one.
Yep, because you could be on the B loop, huh? The A and B loop are available through that too. So, and but prior to that, we did Whispering Pines Loop, and it's actually 1 mile long now instead of 0.67. Now we're gonna go back and get a boil started and work on your miniature building blocks. Oh goodness.
It's a camping set.
Yep, it's a
We're doing it
campsite.
right, except it's
Not
hard
Legos,
stuff.
it's mini Legos. Real small.
And I have tweezers, thank goodness.
So back to camp. Thanks for joining us.
Look at the little man-made.
Little man, let me see it. Oh, cool beans.
Somebody have soda.
Little bitty man. What's Mama doing? She's helping you, huh?
Sorting his colors.
Just put the potatoes in. 12 minutes. Ethan. Hey, buddy. Say good morning. Ethan, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Morning.
I love you. I got the hot water on, Mama. We're gonna have us some coffee. We're at Site 108, Tyler State Park. This is right next to a pull-through that we were at the last time we were here. Both have excellent tent pads, and they're not too far from the bathroom. So it works out great for tent camping, for sure, when you need all the facilities. You're not self-contained. And of course, the tent is, like I said, the tent pad's huge. That's a 9x13, 8-person tent. It's our Taj Mahal for us. You know, me and Tammy's got a queen size or full size air mattress, almost 2 feet off the ground, and Ethan has his. I think it's about 8 inches. But we sleep comfortable that way. Got down to 54. Got down to 54 this morning. A little chilly, but it's all good. See what Mama's shaking her head about. She got into a... Wait a minute, Vine. It kind of just tore her up. I think she had an allergic reaction. So, you doing all right? I seen you shake your head while I was...
It just kind of hurt when I put my shoe on.
On that same spot?
It's
Well...
all right. We'll manage.
Alright. So, I think the plan is we're going to do Loop B, which is one none of us have done. And then probably go check out a zoo in Tyler since...
Depends on what kind of time we go.
Yeah, depends on the time, depends on how our foot's doing. All right. Well, this is day 3 of our little vacation at Tyler State Park. Tammy's going to try to get through about a 3-mile hike with her foot. It's been bothering her. Must have had an allergic reaction to that. Wait a minute, Vine, huh? And Briar's got her this time. But we got a kiosk over here for the B trail access, and none of us have done this one. Ethan and I did D and C last time we were here. And so, anyway, you want to walk up there, Ethan, and show where we're at, and you can see the, and we're just going to hit the B trail, and it's 3.1 miles. Go ahead and take your finger and go follow that line. Yeah, there you go. Yep. All the way down. Look at that. It's going to be pretty nice. You go back up there where we're starting at, son, and you can see right here, you and I might recognize it. See where C and B overlap? Yes, sir. That's it. We did that. So it's just a short break. I don't know if we'll recognize it or not, but I'll bet we do. You ready, Freddie? All right. All right. Road to Equality. What'd you learn here?
Well, this is about the black people not being able to pay to help build Tyler State Park, but not be able to come in.
Yep, their tax dollars paid for it, huh? When were they finally allowed to start being part of the community and
1965, I think.
4? Yep, 1964. It's crazy, isn't it? Yep, and they got a picture here that shows they had gained partial access. Partial access in 1951. You see all the white people having a good time swimming, and the black people are allowed to be over there on the other side watching. What do you think of that?
Not right.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's history, and it's history that needs to be known about, you know, just like a lot of other history, bad things that happened to all the Jews, and they try to take that away, and it's not a good part of history, but we need to know about it, don't we?
Yes, we
1964, me and Mom were born, man. We were already 3 years old. Our country's come a long ways. All right, let's go. We just stopped for a second. It's all natural erosion in the roots, and you can see where the roots has stopped the erosion to the point and then drops down and goes up and goes up. Natural steps put there by God. Yeah, don't want to use them though, you know, and start eating up all the dirt from around the roots, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Now our pathway is just covered with roots, which again is naturally helping to prevent erosion. But anyway, we're on the B loop at Tyler State Park, a loop that we'd never done before, and having a pretty good time. It's 54 degrees when we started out, so it's nice and cool. Check it out, this fern. Yeah, it looks like little ferns growing on the tree, and it's just all over it. No, we come up here to video this, I don't know, parasitic fern. I don't know what it is. See it growing on all the limbs?
Yeah, that's the same thing that was on that rock that you were at. That when we was at the first place this one time.
There's a limb that fell off of it. It's got the same growing out of it. All right, go ahead and join Mom. All right, well, we're taking a break. We're the B loop hits the A loop. Of course, A loop goes that way, and you can see the trail. And you just take off that way, and I don't remember. I think the A loop's a 2-mile loop, and then B loop goes on up that hill. So.
Is it like a cow like right there?
Hey, what do y'all think?
Good so far. I've just been waiting to take an actual break.
Take a break? You've been taking breaks. You run up ahead and take a break and wait till us old people get there, and then you take off on us again.
But there's no area that's actually a good break spot.
This one is, huh? All right, break time. What are you looking at?
Were leaves.
What were leaves?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they just ate.
Look down here, you can see.
They're eating a leaf away, aren't they?
Whatever it is.
What is that? I think you found it. Is that? All right, 3.5 miles for a morning hike. Comments, Tammy?
I sweated a lot. I'm tired, but it was really fun. And I liked being in the piney woods of East Texas because we were shaded most of the time and got some really good breezes periodically. So
Yeah, the breezes helped out. Well, Ethan?
If you ever want to feel like you're in a Jurassic Park movie, take B-Loop.
Jurassic Park movie? Well, you weren't so scared. You disappeared on us a few times.
Yeah, because I had my hunting rifle.
Oh, you had your hunting rifle?
you're pretending.
You guys are crazy. Well, I think we're going to go back and get some lunch meat, and we'll decide what we're going to do the rest of the day. Amen?
Amen.
Okay, we're down to swimming area. Just thought we'd come down here and do a short video. So, it's really nice. The last time we was here, this place was hard to find a place to put a towel down and just lay down on the grass. But this is a Tuesday, and it's in October, and so there's hardly anybody left. So have one other group of people. Not bad at all. So, and the picture that we saw earlier, this is the swimming area. Been here for a long time. And then from the swimming area, you just can walk up, go through the pavilion there, little area for showers and bath, and use the restroom, come up the walkway, and next thing you know, you're at the store. Woohoo! Alright, well, 3.5 miles today, and we're just kind of sightseeing. We've had our lunch over to day use area. Then we're going to head back up to camp. I think Ethan's going to start putting together his micro Legos together. But this is a great setup at Tyler State Park, because even after you already seen where the swimming area was, you come up there and you come in here, store, get you some ice cream or whatever. Or if you really want to get into some more water stuff, you just come out of the store and walk down here, and you got boat rentals, everything from flat bottom boats to paddle boats to canoes. It's all available here at the dock. Really neat setup. One of my favorite parks, really. So going on down just to show y'all what's available. They're closed Tuesday and Wednesdays, which makes sense. That's got to have a couple days off somewhere along the line. But they have so much stuff available. See all the boats. You just rent a boat, go out and have a good time. There you go. Kayaks. Sit up kayaks. Sit on kayaks. Now I know they had stand-up boards the last time I was here. So they got some old, the old metal canoes. So you can rent a canoe. And you got your paddle boats. So you can get your little exercise, enjoy the sun. They got it all here. I mean, it's really cool. And like I said, it's one of my favorite parks. See the canoes over there. So you can bring a whole crew down and just have a blast. I don't see the stand-up boards, but I know last time I was here, maybe it's because it's gotten colder and the water is extremely cold, that they've just put them away, or they just didn't have enough interest. But the last time there was stand-up, those stand-up boards, the where you paddle, stand-up paddle boards, I think they're called. And they got these little cages where you can put your stuff, secure it. You know, if you bring your own lock, you bring your own padlock, you can boom right there, and you know just loop it in around there, and you could lock your own little spot. But they're not responsible if you just put it in there to keep it safe. But I've never had anything stolen from a park. It's always been somewhere else, like my own home, you know. But anyway, going back up where Mama and Ethan are at the Silver Canoe store, and I think we're gonna go back to camp. Might go up to the front and take a picture up there. That's about it. Well, we're back at camp. Day 3 of our little vacation. Our last day. We get up tomorrow and we gotta head out.
Darn.
Get back home. Time for Bible study. See, they're diligently working on their little camping miniature blocks. What do we got here? Is this a tent, Ethan?
Mm-hmm. She's working on trees right now, and I'm working on a little
tent, the trees. Mama's working on the trees. Well, you got a guy in a boat here, huh?
A male and female. That's them in the canoe. That's them at the campfire.
Oh, at the canoe and them the campfire. Whoa, you got you a nice camp set up.
I'm married to you. And that's fair.
Ethan, there's proof of evolution, dude. We started out.
I evolved from a non-whole tree.
Yeah, we evolved from nothing. We used to be a tree. Can you imagine that? But I think evolutionists believe we came from rocks. I don't know. Well, yeah, that's with all vacations. Even though I get to take a lot more than I used to. This is this is the day we got to go home. So it's Wednesday, and Want to get back for church, be with the church family, do our Bible study. But this has been home for the last 3 nights, 4 days. It's been awesome. It's 57 degrees this morning, so it's not as bad. We've become a bit acclimated as well, so that helps, you know, with the 30-degree differences. It was 84 yesterday during the day, almost 90 at one point, I believe. 87, yeah. So, what do y'all think? Y'all ready to go home? Oh, you are? Really?
See my dog.
See your dog? A boy and his dog, right? Uncle Thad's taking care of Maggie, though, huh? It's nice to have Uncle Thad to be able to house sit and take care of Maggie. So we're just taking our time. It's drinking some hot chocolate and coffee. Had our bear claws for breakfast, and we're fixing to pack up, and we'll head home in the next couple hours.